Howdy, howdy. How's it going?
Ready to take.
I hate ads so much. Okay, I just need like another minute. Excuse me, and I can get started. But okay, let's hope that today's a good turnout and yeah, good morning, good afternoon. Okay. Well, let's see who's here. Who's currently here? Hopefully, it won't be completely dead today, but I am ready to go. I I could have streamed Kingdom Hearts, but like I was really dissatisfied with where we left off last time, so I really want to get past where I'm at, and maybe get to the next save point. I don't know, but where I'm at currently, I need to get to a better spot to leave off. Well, let's see. It's pretty dead right now. I'm not gonna lie. You shoot for like 5 hours. Okay, well, maybe not the next save point, but like, you get what I mean. Okay, so last time we left off here, And I sat for a good while trying to figure out what was inside the... I guessed a few things. I guessed the knife. I guessed... Well, I guessed this, but that wouldn't make any sense. I guessed a few things. Just a guess. And I just could not figure it out for the life of me. I mean, it's obviously a piece of evidence. I mean, it's a fucking guitar case. A person can't fit in there. But this is where I left off. And I'm gonna start out by ruling what's not in there. First off, Lada's photo's not in there. The crime photo's not in there. Wine glass isn't in there. The knife isn't in there. The button isn't in there. So we have these three. I'm pretty sure I guessed the newspaper too, because that was from, yeah, that was from Will Powers. That's not in there. That's not in there. I guess that too. Think bigger. Think big. I mean... that's kind of small, though. It couldn't be these. So where does that leave us? Think big. It can't be... no. And old bag stole the camera. Okay, so it's nothing on this page. No, it's nothing on this page. No shot. Nothing on this page. I mean, I guess it could be that... no, that still doesn't make sense. Then it's not... it's not the case itself. It's not that. It's not that. I guessed this already, but that's small. Yeah, Matt went to sleep. No shot it's a person. There's no way a person can fit in a fucking guitar case. How big of a guitar are we talking? I mean, this dude's gotta be like 5'10" or something. No shot is a human being. Oh my god, it's a human being. It's Matt. It's fucking Matt. No, okay, I was about to say that's ridiculous. I was about to say that's ridiculous. I was about to say, how the fuck is a human being? Oh, okay, you're not, well, cause Matt came out of that, well, actually, no, he didn't. We don't know if he did. Because the person was in a costume, and it was obviously the... okay, I was about to say, no way a human being could fit in there. Something of Matt's. His jacket? No, it wasn't that. That's, I already guessed that. I was about to say. That's a good question. Like, what was he wearing? I don't... He was wearing his... Wasn't he wearing his jacket? But that's not something... I think he was wearing his jacket? I don't know. Unless he was wearing his suit. Wait a minute. If he was in his suit... Nah, that still doesn't make sense. Unless, like, he voluntarily went in there, it still wouldn't make sense. Well, she took the suit from him, obviously. Either that or he had a spare suit. No, she took the suit from him. He was in his suit, she took the suit from him. The only way that would work is if, like... is if both of them managed to get into the room, and then, like... it's a very, very dicey situation. Yeah, he was wearing it to sleep. That's a given. Right. Right. Is your stream delayed, by the way? Well, she had to have taken the suit off of him. But, like, how would they not notice that, like... I guess, okay, you know what? So she took the suit off of him, put it on, went in, killed the guy, came back, put the suit back on him, and then walked out, and then went to check in on him. That's the logical conclusion I could come up with. But what's also suspicious is that there's no blood. There was no blood on the suit after she came out. And, after she walked out of the room with the suit on. Which is also very weird, because there was a knife found in the guy's chest. Juan's chest. That's true, but... I mean, unless the suit was just in his room. But what does that have to do with this specific piece of evidence? Because there's nothing here that points towards a suit, if it's not a human being. Is it... Something big, something big. There's nothing big enough. How did she get a suit? Well, she got it from On Guard's room. That much is obvious. Okay, wait. Yeah, he did. Then how would she... I don't get that. Then... Hold on, no. Was she wearing Juan's suit? She wasn't wearing, she wasn't wearing Matt's suit. That wouldn't make sense then. If he would notice her trying to take it off of him, then it wouldn't be his suit, because she went into the room without the suit on and then came out with the suit on. So she opened the guitar case and the suit was in the case. And then she put the suit on and then killed him. And then walked out with the suit on. So, but there's nothing on. No, it would be... That still would be weird. That's still... Hold on, is there like... Nah. Well, I just want to know what piece of evidence it would be in that case. If I am right. Hotel guide map, guitar case, wine glass, card photo. No, hold on. Hold on. He's got his suit on too, though. That's still... No, I'm like actually asking. Like, I don't mind having a little help here. Like, you don't have to blatantly tell me, but I would like some help. Like, you're okay to help me this time. Because I am not doing very well. I'm gonna be honest. I'm doing really shit. Is it really the photo? Oh my gosh. That is silly, dude. That is so silly. That is so silly. Okay, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like, wow, that's the one thing I didn't think it would make sense. Wow. I feel so stupid. This is a photograph. Yes, but what is important is what's in that picture, Your Honor. In this picture. It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... Inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Right, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to doing something like that? An insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone else see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? Or anyone. I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Okay, so I was right. There was a suit inside the case. Okay, okay. I was right. I mean, I just needed a little bit of hints, but I still got it right. Eventually. Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Order. Order! It looks like we've wandered into another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been in Mr. Matt Onguard's. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case of all places. True, that is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was the Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? It was a spare. Mr. Onguard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we're talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 nickel samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, that is what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim himself had planned to bring this spare to the ceremony. But why? The victim, Mr. Koino, was the German ninja. Why would he secretly bring the nickel samurai's spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act? Ah, so that's what he intended. Well, what are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all of this without a sense of inner monologue? Huh? No, I just... Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the nickel samurai spare costume? Ah, it's the only way it makes sense. Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer. And then answer with gusto. I believe in you. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the nickel samurai spare costume to the hotel was... Well, I would assume it was a form of sabotage. That's crazy though. He brought a nickel samurai costume, like a spare one. Okay. Well, that's not it. Something. It's got to be that the victim had some sort of hate for the perp. Well, yeah, it was her. She planted it in the case. So, okay, hold on. Here we go. So, when Juan was leaving to go to the Gatewater Hotel, before he left, he thought that he had his guitar in the case, but Adrian Andrews planted the suit inside the case, and he had no idea. Ah, okay. So, in that case, I'm gonna guess herself, like, because she would have had to have planted the suit in the case. That would make the most sense, but there's nothing... I mean, there is a valid explanation for it. It would explain why, you know, it would go with all this evidence. So I'm gonna guess her. Phoenix, what are you doing? Are you crazy? I presented the evidence with gusto, just like you asked. I told you to present it with gusto, yes. But I seem to recall the sentence before that was, think carefully. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, maybe it's just the wrong kind of evidence. Hold on. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Sorry. Okay, I guess it's the wrong one. This one is pretty tough. I really think you should look carefully at the court record. And then search through your memories. The answer is there. I know you'll find it. Now then, are you ready to try again, Mr. Wright? Minus the wrong evidence this time. Alright, this is what I think. Okay, so it's not the person, but what piece of evidence would go with it? Oh, it could be the, has been getting clothes. But, didn't we present that piece of evidence already? Okay, well, let's rule out what isn't there. No. Okay, so it could be this. No. Yeah, none of these. No. Okay, so we have with this, and we have. No, that wouldn't explain this specific point. I'm gonna say this then. Okay, no. Oh wait, whoops, hold on. The press conference? What is this? Okay, so I'm technically right, though. I am technically right. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be the press conference thing. So maybe he was planning to wear it to the press conference? What is this? I was not expecting it to be the press conference ticket. Thank you. On the night of the murder after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. A press conference? Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I heard about this as well. For once you're not making something up, right? Yeah, exactly. He had no idea there was a conference, that's true. But what struck me as strange is that Mr. Ongard himself said that he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. But how could that be? The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Corda himself. The victim? Yes. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corda was going to hold that press conference as the Nickel Samurai. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference. But why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I'm concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal in that conference. The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Corda, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt Ongard. Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But if that's the case, that's not a confession, that's public disclosure. Miss Andrews. I can see why you're pros at what you do. Pardon me. Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. You? Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. He was going to ruin him, huh? It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Oh no. What? And do you know what this secret of Mr. Ongard's is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. Ah, I see. So where the hell does that leave us? I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. That's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt after all. Protect Mr. Ongard? Yeah. And yet, again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor, I understand. Okay, well. Witness testimony protecting Matt. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan, no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. This does account for everything. Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than a scared rabbit. If there are no objections, I feel that I can pass a verdict based on this testimony. Now then, Mr. Wright, if you please. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn her logic upside down. Would you say that was your intuition speaking to you? Don't confuse my methods of reasoning with your own. Ugh. If you want to prove that someone did something, you need 3 things. 3 things. A motive, an opportunity to commit the crime, and finally, decisive evidence. And if you think these things through, the answer becomes quite clear. You should have already known that, Phoenix. They didn't teach that to us at school. At least not from what I remember. Well, it kind of seems like logic to me. May I continue now? Oh, she's smart. She's smart. So would you say that this need came from the press conference? Yes. Do you know why Juan chose that event in that hotel for the conference? Because that was when he could cause the most damage to the public's beloved Matt Engard. And you knew of this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews? Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared the costume. But I'm sure Mr. Engard himself didn't know anything about a press conference. Oh, really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know about the press conference? Anyway, the important thing here is that this information is not in your testimony. Yes, I agree. Miss Andrews, please correct your testimony if you please. Grasping at straws now, are we, Mr. Wright? Has Mr. Engard done something to hurt or betray you personally? Why do you ask? You were the one who helped Mr. Corda with his press conference. And that event was supposed to bring down Mr. Engard, yet you still helped out. The person on trial right now is Mr. Engard, right? But the witness was thinking helping the victim with his plan is none of our concern. In any case, this means that the defendant had a motive to kill. Why do I keep doing this to myself? But didn't you already testify earlier that Mr. Engard was taking a nap in his room? Are you telling me now that that too was a lie so you could cover for Mr. Engard? I'm not telling you anything of the sort. Hold on, there's a bug in my room. I'm gonna go get it. It should be quick. Hopefully. Okay, I got it. Sorry about that. When I went to get him for the show, he honestly was sleeping. However, as to whether he was sleeping the entire time, that I cannot say. I was too busy setting up the stage at the time. I keep trying, but I can find no flaws with what Miss Andrews has said. I can't say the same for some people here in this courtroom, however. The judge is glaring straight at Mia. He's glaring at you, smart guy. You could hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage. Then, what about the button? The button? It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and the murderer fought. During the fight, the killer ripped the button straight from the Jammin' Ninja's costume. You're talking about this button, correct? That button was found in the pleats of Matt's Hakama, isn't that correct? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence. Looks like you were outfoxed again, Mr. Wright. This chick is smart. Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony. I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Thank goodness me, it can still look at me. With an icy stare, yes. Miss Andrews, for Mr. Wright's sake, please add this information to your testimony. And how do you know that? When the ends of the threads on top of the button and the costume were matched up, they were found to fit together perfectly. Or so I heard. I heard that before too. But why would Miss Andrews know about this case down to such a fine detail? Don't look at me like that, just because I'm prepared and you're not. Ugh. And I thought I had her this time for sure. If there's anything to trip her up on, it has to be here. But where and what? As I expected, Miss Andrews' testimony seems perfect. Pretty solid. Really? Because to me it sounded a little wishy-washy. Wishy-washy? Well, I guess we'll see if I press a little more. You should know this by now. You'll need strong, decisive evidence to make her talk. Got it, Chief. I'm gonna pin you down this time, Miss Andrews. Okay, so hold on. Let me just press her on that last line. But what you really did was stab the guy in the back, didn't you? And at the worst possible time. Who's to say she really stabbed the guy in the back, as he put it? This witness could have disclosed things about Mr. Odgard at any time. Why then would she wait until there was a large audience before doing so? It's the same reason why Mr. Corda planned such an elaborate conference. Miss Andrews wanted to cause Mr. Odgard as much damage as she possibly could. This witness bears ill will towards the defendant. This isn't the Phoenix Wright's wax philosophical power hour. And please stop slandering the witness. As I expected. Miss Andrews' testimony seems pretty solid. Okay. Alright, well. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. I know what his motive was. I don't have any way to prove I'm right. He didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. Button was torn off one during his fight with Matt. Hold on a minute, that doesn't sound right. If you look at the crime photo, it's obvious that someone choked him around the neck, so why would they tear off a button in that struggle? Clearly he was choked out because of that thing around his neck, and then stabbed afterwards. That's not telling me anything, though. Uh... I feel like this could make sense. Yeah, this specific line here is like calling out to me. Because that... No. 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 Yeah, no, it's gotta be this specific line. The button was turned off of Juan during his battle with Matt. Now, what would contradict that? I mean, I feel like it could be the crime photo. I'm gonna try the crime photo. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Especially considering the fact that we haven't presented the crime photo yet. So, I'm gonna give that a try. No. Okay. I did, don't worry. If we're not pointing out the whole choke thing. Because, I mean, why... I mean, like, you could... Okay, hear me out, hear me. I know it's not the piece of evidence, so I gotta think of something else, but, like... I'm thinking, like... If she went up behind him and just, like, surprised the guy, or, you know, something like that, just choked him from behind, that would make a lot of sense. And you would have no need to just rip out a button. She, like, took the... She, like... Hold on. It's like she took the button out, and then she thrusted the knife into him. At the exact same spot. It's very weird how she took the knife out, and then... Or, she took the button off, like, she ripped it out, and then she thrusted the knife into where the button was. Because there's blood on it. Which is very, very odd. It's gotta be here. This has to be the line. This is the only line that seems logical to contradict. Testified earlier that he was taking a nap. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm just trying to think here. What would prove... what would prove otherwise? It's a really... No. I honest to God thought it was the crime photo. But it's not. Unless I'm presenting it at the wrong spot. But no other spot makes sense, honestly. No, none of this makes sense. It has to be here. What could contradict that? Okay, answer me one thing. Am I on the right line of dialogue or testimony? to present something? Because that'll narrow it down for me. I really... Okay, yeah, no, I knew I was right about that. Like, this is the one thing that makes sense to me. Okay, so we ruled out... Let's rule some things out. So first off, no. It could be this. No. Okay. So this, nothing here. Not this. Wait, hold on, actually. Hold the phone. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that thing? I don't think it's the button itself, honestly. Okay, maybe it's in Lada's photo? Okay, it's not those. No. Okay. I'm gonna try Lada's photo. No. Okay. So it's not Lada's photo. Alright, Dark. Have fun, man. What piece of evidence could it be? It's not Lada's photo and it's not the crime photo. Those are the two things that make sense to me. The autopsy report. Strangled with a scarf and then stabbed with a knife. Could it be in the autopsy report? Yo! Yo. We got it. Let's fucking go, dude. Big brain. This is the victim's autopsy report. It clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by scarf. I did not even see your message. Actually, that didn't even show up until... Yeah, exactly. It was caused by strangulation. We made it pretty clear that the knife was thrusted into our victim after the death. Like, that point was made very apparent. Strangulation. The knife stab to the victim was done after the victim had already died. And what does that mean? Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it, which would mean that it was ripped off the costume when? After the knife was stabbed into the victim. Exactly. Which means it is impossible that this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle, because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. Ah. That's right, Miss Andrews. There's no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was consciously pulled off the victim's already dead body. Order! What is the meaning of What is the meaning of this, Wright? So what if the button was torn off the body after the victim had already died? What does that change? Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve? What purpose? We now know this button was not torn off during the fight, so the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? Mr. Wright, does this mean? Does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button? What was it? There's only one logical reason for doing something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. Ongard. There's no way anyone would put a bloodied button in their own pants. That's right, Mr. On Guard was set up. By the real killer, of course. And the real murderer is... Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer, then? It's Andrews! It's gotta be Andrews. The fuck? Finally. I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point. Phoenix, you can't let your guard down yet. Not until the very end. The real killer, the person who played the frame Mr. On Guard is... Well, I mean... No shit. Miss Adrian Andrews. I choose you. You are Mr. Corda's killer. What? Order, order, order! Mr. Wright, this is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge? Any evidence? All the evidence points to Miss Andrews. What? How preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me. I can't, can I? Would you care to test me? Then what about this knife? The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, naturally. The knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. But then, what about the button that was found in Matt's Hakama? This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only people who could have done so were people who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. On Guard was the real killer, there's no way he would have such an incriminating... There's no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama. The only person who could have put this button into Mr. On Guard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him from his nap, which is you yet again, Miss Andrews. I see. What about the empty guitar case? That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. That costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that there was just such a costume inside the guitar case? It could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews. No. Once Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar case. And it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time. That's right. That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Adrian purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show that, yes, indeed. It's all good, man. She was the classic dazed discoverer of a dead body. And to top it all off, there is this photo. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can believe this nickel samurai is Mr. On Guard. He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not? Please, stop. Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? I've got her this time. Miss Andrews. I refuse to testify. What was that? There's a law that says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. Well, yes. You are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination. by allowing a witness to not testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves. What? Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Onguard's room. Adrian Andrews. Yes? The card about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright. That's it. That's when Francisca planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews to not testify and things looked bad. You did a good job providing everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there is still one thing you haven't done. Something I haven't done. Huh. What's wrong, Wright? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence. What is so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless. What? Everything you have proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor such a wish to murder Mr. Corda. Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Corda? I believe this may lead to me incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering. But Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think? Maybe so, or maybe not. There's nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence. No. She's taking that defiant attitude again. Mia, what should we do? Somehow we've landed in the worst possible position, or situation. I think we've reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify. And the defense's theory is that she is the actual murderer. Has not been substantiated with solid, definitive proof. But that's not true. In this situation, there is only one thing this court can do, and that is to declare a recess. Recess? I request that both the prosecution and the defense look further into this matter. Oh no. No, 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 no. And at tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow? We don't have it tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then... Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial? Please continue the trial. What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? That's not it. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya... But it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now that this court is... My boy! It is not impossible for this trial to continue. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you? It's true Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation were something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Yes, that is very true, but... Actually, there is one little thing I'm curious about. Miss Andrews... When you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and... I can't help but think about how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they are shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice. So my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Testify? Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read off of him. Is he friend or foe? I just don't know. I'm sure Edgeworth heard about Maya and knew. The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please. Oh boy. Testimony when I found the body. That glass of juice. I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and I saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. I saw him sitting like that. The thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. So you poured that glass of juice for the victim. Why didn't you say so in your earlier testimony? I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial. Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left. I know. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on in that brain of yours? Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination when I found the body. Oh boy. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right? Of course not. Then, who did you pour it for? Mr. Wright, there is a rhyme and reason for everything. Can you just wait a little longer for it to be revealed to you? In other words, Wright, be quiet and listen. Precisely, I couldn't have said it better myself. So it was a mess. Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Corda? I understand your frustrations at not being able to prove your theory. However, before you go accusing people of a crime, go find yourself some evidence. And then what did you see next, witness? Slumped over. Yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. We were watching the Ace Attorney meme video of all the cases in a nutshell. During the trial for this one, they made a joke of this part. Adrian, I refuse to testify. Edgeworth. Let's put the suicidal... Oh my. Oh my. Under pressure. So really all they had to do was apply pressure to her and then she cracked. Yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping. It's just me, or did that right there sound a little odd? The thought that he was dead didn't cross your mind? Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? I don't need to press that whole thing. I know. So you honestly didn't think that he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body? Ah. Well, what is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There's a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Corda's chest. Anyone who saw this scene would have immediately thought that there was a dead man. That's... Well, you see... I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is... Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer. No. This is... I can't read that, but nice. Yeah, you know, that is kind of true, though, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Matt Ongard, is not guilty after all. But that's impossible. You're wrong. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt, I swear, he's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself. But that's because... Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? I refuse to testify. Then there is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Matt Ongard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? No, it's not. It's not over. Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. Now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt Ongard.
Objection!
Oh. Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. The absolute real truth? What are you? Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt Ongard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke that it would be all over. And Matt would never be declared guilty. What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. That's Franziska von Karma. Huh? Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. But then, right now, Miss Andrews is. Yesterday she was tossed as lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word no matter what happens. If you do, Matt Ongard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes in those words right now and is clicking onto them. What should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is to get her not guilty. That is my only priority. Wait a minute. Our goal isn't to convict Andrews. It's to make sure that our client is not guilty. So we may have another day of trial on our hands. But our client won't be guilty. It wasn't me, I'm begging you. Please believe me, I didn't kill Juan. Oh, please, someone, help me. Jeez. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. The court cannot continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right. I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except this woman crying over there, right? Come now. What will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? But wait, why would Maya die if On Guard is not guilty? If On Guard's declared not guilty, that's the goal. The goal wasn't to get a guilty verdict of somebody else. It was to get our client not guilty. So Maya wouldn't die if On Guard is not guilty. We need our client to be not guilty. That's our goal. No matter what she says, Miss Andrews is the only person it could be. Not to mention, I don't have a choice. I have to win a complete acquittal today. Your Honor, the defense believes there is enough evidence to substantiate our claim. Therefore, we motion that this court passes a verdict of not guilty as soon as possible. I'm not letting Maya die. Convict an innocent woman or let Maya die? Fuck. What? I'm disappointed in you, Wright. What have you learned in this past year? Fuck, hold on. I have to go back. There's gotta be a way to save both of them. She's not confessing, fuck. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna do you a favor. No, just play something else. just mute the game and just play something else. No, not favorite. I meant do you a favor. Sorry. I didn't say that clear enough. What still confuses me though is there's no doubt that Idris had something to do with this though. She just doesn't seem completely innocent. If she truly thought she was innocent, she wouldn't be freaking out. Why would you freak out if you knew you were innocent? I mean, even if there was proof, even if someone made a case against you, I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess it is a shit situation anyway. I don't think that's the right thing to do, though. Edgeworth is making me think twice. Listen, all right. I'm gonna go back if something happens. In this universe, what the fuck? Hold on. Oh my goodness! Hold on, I have to play more music. Ugh. I really should have added a save point. That's another good song. Oh. Just have to skip this part. I know, I'm sorry. This is as fast as I can go. I want to go back real quick. Something else. Something else, actually. Okay. So, save again. Okay. So, we're pretty close here. My sister just got Yusuke. Nice. The best character. Literally the best character in the game. Maybe not from a gameplay standpoint, though. In a gameplay standpoint, he's okay. Like, I mean, I'd rather probably have Ryuji in my party. I think my ideal party would probably be, like, Ryuji, let me think. Let me think here. I'm thinking really hard about this one. Like, Makoto or Morgana are both pretty good, but like, I think I'd go with Morgana. But, I mean, you could go with Makoto. Either one of those two are fine. And then I would probably go with Haru, because she has Makara-Karn and Tetra-Karn. Which is very, 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 very important. And if you're fighting a hard fight, just bring enough SP items, and just keep her SP up. And just spam Makara-Karn and Tetra-Karn. An is okay. I don't think I would keep An in my party, though, late game. As much as I love An. Like, as a character. I don't think she's the greatest gameplay-wise. I guess you could make the argument, though, that Makoto is better than Morgana. From a gameplay standpoint. But Morgana could, like, hold his own better, though. I feel like. Because he has... No, I'm just telling you my opinion. Like, what do you think the best party is in Persona 5? I'm like... Okay. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here we go. You ready? Think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? The mastermind almost seems like the victim. Was this a case of self-defense? Did Korda attack her? Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Phoenix Wright? No, we gotta make her testify then. We need the truth. I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that, but... I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you're really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. OnGuard would get an acquittal, but in this place you would be found guilty. And is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me. That's enough. I commend you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. You're wrong. Such a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court. Stop. Oh no. Mr. Edgeworth? Yo! This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past. Stop. Please stop. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have this evidence right here. That's the second part of the suicide report. The attempted suicide report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of this pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her codependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world. Please, please stop, I beg you. If people find out, If people find out, I'll... If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me. What? Edgeworth? How can you be so cold? However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. Damn! So will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please, help me. Jeez. Nothing matters anymore. Oh my gosh! God dang! Damn! Fucking Edgeworth! Holy shit! My crime. When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume. To stab the body with the knife? Why would you do that? Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man. What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but... this is the truth. The real killer is Matt. That scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time. Last time? So Miss Andrews stabbed the victim, Juan Corda, in the chest with the knife. However, she did not do it with murder in mind. She did it with the attempt of framing Matt Engard for the murder. And this is her crime. So the real killer is that guy! That fucking butler guy, or the bellboy. That bellboy is the killer. But what? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. Cross-examination. My crime. Holy fuck! But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you say that you didn't know he was dead? He had a scarf tied around his neck. And that scarf is a part of the Jam Ninja's costume, so I didn't think anything about it. It was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up. I went to pour the juice. What is this plan you had? I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weak point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt. So the forged pieces of evidence were the knife and the button. The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. That was so you could get the knife, correct? The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and returned to the scene of the crime. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. So you were the one that stabbed the victim with that knife. It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. And then when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button somehow, I could make Matt look even more suspect. So you thought to rip off one of the buttons, and then plant it in Mr. On-Guard's Hakama. Yes, that's what I had planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they? Shit. An inconvenience? There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway. I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lada. There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth. That's Miss Old Bag for you. I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I could very well go out and look like myself and get caught again. You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony. I knew it! I knew it! You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. She did plant the costume in there. He was going to disclose Matt's biggest secret there. And what is the secret? That I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in that nickel samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I think we've heard enough. So after that, you went back to Mr. On-Guard's room and planted the button? Into Matt's Hakama? Yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. And then I stuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word! What does all this mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt On-Guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Franziska, huh? She said that I should, under no circumstance, confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. Wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There is a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. That's all. Court is adjourned for today. Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no! We're fucked. We're fucked. We're dead. We're fucked. Case trial is over. I didn't win an acquittal. Fuck. Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth? What is it? Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. Fuck. Fuck. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. Wright also asked about it. Fuck, but we can't just not talk about the truth here. Fuck. But the truth is she didn't kill him. On-guard might actually be the killer here. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now, I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? Yes. I found the card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose it must have unconsciously slipped into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Oh my gosh, Mia. You gotta do something, man. Say something. Yeah, I guess not, but it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Witness, that card. Give it to me, hurry! Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you stupidly inadvertently done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen such an emotional Edgeworth in my entire life. What is that? That card? What in the world is it? What does it mean? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh! Maya's dead, dude. Maya is dead. Oh, Maya's so dead. I mean, maybe not, but like, fuck. March 22nd, 5:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. I'm so sorry, Pearl. Oh, man. There, Pearls. I can't take it anymore. Oh, man. Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out. The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Ongard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet. Cheer up, we don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going. You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am. Yes, that's right. So... Hey, you guys! Glad I caught you, pal. Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh boy, looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearls' book now. It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal. But we're kind of busy right now. So what are you going to do from now on? What do you mean, pal? Well, you've been fired, right? So do you have a new job lined up yet? Oh, that. What am I supposed to do now, pal? I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday. What are you talking about? You don't have another payday. I guess that means I'm just gonna have to work here at your place, pal. Yo. Say what? You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Ongard's innocence all day, right? Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna help you, pal. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things. Okay. By the way, what's your best dish? Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who can only eat cheap, unhealthy foods? That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like that. He didn't care if Miss Andrews killed herself. He said that? That's horrible. But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally. The truth. That was the theme of the last game. Miss Andrews' last testimony. I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself, but I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to, almost need to frame Mr. Ongard? I couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. But that's what Mr. Edgeworth would like us to believe. That's such a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that. Franziska von Karma. Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal. But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edgeworth said she's in stable condition. But... well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. Which one? What? Are you gonna visit her, pal? No. Well, I was kind of thinking about it. Hey, you've actually got a heart, don't you? She looked like she was being tortured to death, not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her with you for a bit, pal. Let's go and let her with us, Mr. Nick. Now I'm definitely not going. Oh, let's see. The name of the hospital. Oh yeah, No! Not the Honey Clinic! That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. It's okay, Von Karma, we'll save you. We gotta get her out of there. like, I'm not a huge fan of her, but like, nobody deserves to go through that creep's torture. Or I thought I'd never be coming back to this place. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Hi. Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Director Hottie. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? How can I help you? You can tell me. Director Hottie. Oh. Edgeworth? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director. Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma? No need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because you see, I'm personally taking care... gosh. Yes, that thing, that surgery, it went well. Edgeworth. You have my gratitude. Looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this director and his secret. She looked so pitiful, absolutely terrified, yes. But I understand, her opponent was a gun after all. But I stuck up on her rules, gosh, you're such a fucking freak. I see. Dude, she's a kid, bro. I mean, she's legal, but like, you're a fucking freak. Ah, gosh, why? Boy, did I cry like a baby. I mean, that's what I think I could. Oh, gosh, no. Thank you. Thank you, Von Karma. Thank you. Can you, like, fucking kick him in the head, too, while you're at it? Go back to your room. You're so mean. So mean, my frisky. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep clicking. I like you, Von Karma. And what are those tulips doing in your hand, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I knew I should have come here. Do we have them with us? No. I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. It's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had full intentions of running the trial this morning. But that would have been too much. Yeah, you looked like you were deathly scared until only a few minutes ago. But I was dragged here by that prosecutor. He even went so far as to grab me by the wrist the whole way here. It was the only logical course of action given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. What with me doing so, I found myself having to clean up after you and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you? I don't know what you mean. In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. OnGuard. You told Miss Andrews to not testify in court today. I don't know what you're talking about. You have proof I made such a deal? You're denying it? Looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over. That's true, it probably would be. All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime? That isn't my problem. Whether she had tampered with evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find OnGuard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The end justifies the means. Miss Von Karma. Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, if you don't tell the truth of what happened, then OnGuard will be found guilty. And what does that have to do with me? Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end. That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person after all. But you had to know she was... Ow. I think visiting hours here are about over. So if you'll excuse me. What's wrong? Why did she suddenly cut you off? Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Edgeworth. What happened to the trial, Edgeworth? That wasn't like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far? Ah, but she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, Wright. The courtroom is a garden of argument, or judgment. I'm putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural. By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in court today. That's rare for you. Witness, that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This, I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. What is that card, dude? That card, what in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, Wright. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this. A special investigations team has existed for a number of years, but few know of it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly D. Killer. Just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that. An assassin? So that is the killer. That guy is the killer. The guy who kidnapped Maya. So who is this Shelly D. Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins. Long-standing? The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the D Killer's name. So because his professional name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them? He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the body of his victims. Why would he do something like that? We think it is a part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be assured it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his clients. I see. The Killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this is one honorable assassin with a moral conscience. Guess that even honorable assassins can exist. So you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree? Shelly D. Killer, huh? I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter? I guess I should just tell him. Maya, she's been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea. I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Edgeworth is going to... Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity. Mr. Nick? There's no way you could find her. We don't even have a single clue to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. It's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Corda was killed by Shelly D. Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Ongard, your own client. Please stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this. What is it? The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only. As we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. If you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they will let you enter. Letter of introduction added to the court record. In any case, I must attend to the preparations for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me. Mr. Nick? Do you think Mr. Ongard hired an assassin? No way! I mean, he doesn't have a sight clock. Yeah, I guess not. Maya. Please, all I ask is you make it home safe and sound. Oh, man. Date, time, and location are unknown. I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up. Like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found. Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to go and take a look around. Oh man, my... What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos over there? Oh, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way I can show them to my sis and maybe get out of here. There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written here. Let's see. I think it says, "With love, Celeste." I bet this could be a clue. That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear? How cute. It's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something. Weird. What the fuck? What is this thing? An antenna, I guess? And this is a VCR? A lot of electronic gadgets here. What's an antenna doing here? Oh hey, it's a computer. I've never really used one before. I have no idea where the power switch on this thing is. Drat, there goes my plan to use this somehow to get out of here. Oh, I've never seen a TV this big before. Oh, where's the power button? Phooey, it's busted. I would die a happy samurai fan if I ever got to see the Nickel Samurai on TV at a time like this. I can't believe I made a joke about dying, all things considered. Locked, of course. It doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this simply cannot do. I cannot have you wandering around at will. Ah! Oh, jeez, this fucking guy. It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you. He is? For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you. Ways? You mean... dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes, correct? Dead? Almost certain I told you on our first meeting, I am an assassin. No way! You're lying! I mean, an assassin? People are not always who they appear to be. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. March 22nd, 7:04 p.m. Early clinic reception. Mr. Nick? Fuck, dude. Fuck. Oh, yes, Pearls. Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation. Mr. Edgeworth has left, you know. I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Ongard. But I think I should listen to his story one more time. Alright, let's get going, too. No. Okay, nothing. I figured maybe show that to him. Yeah, let's go see Matt. March 22nd, Detention Center Visitors Room. Sorry, but visiting hours are over for today. Aw. I have too many questions I need to ask. I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer. One of the... Or Mr. Wright, you say. Oh yeah, there's a message here for you. A message? It's from Matt Ongard. Ah, here you are. What did he write? Is it something really important? I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To the lawyer, dude. Got something really important to tell you. Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden? I really don't think this guy did anything. Oh, Mr. Wright. So actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put out a lot of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude? My house is just a little ways down from the hotel, alright? I don't want to believe that my on-guard's a bad dude. Because I like him. I think he's a nice guy. That's terrible. We have to feed his cat. Like, come on, he cares about his cat. I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now. Yeah, I guess. Like, so much evidence points towards him hiring this assassin dude, though. That's the problem. Alright, let's go feed his cat. I know, but, like, at least he thought of his cat, you know what I mean? Like, sure, that's something crazy, but... Alright now, Mr. Nick. Let's go look for clues. We have to, for Mr. Mario's sake. Hold on, we have to... Oh. You shall not... Oh, it's probably the lady again. Yep. This old bag. Don't devalue my name and turn it into a gaspy, spiky-eared poof. Because of you, I've been made to look like the bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum from Edgy Boy, just as he promised. Something much more valuable in his heart. It's all your fault. You've been awakened the wild beast inside me. Yeah, we can, but how do we get there? This old bag. Keep your hands off me. This helmet's airtight. No air gets in, no air gets out. What does your helmet have to do with anything? Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You're gonna have to defeat me if you want to get by. I'm not hearing this. Living room. March 22nd. On guard mansion living room. I know, I didn't have that prompt until I got there, though. Oh. Sure is dark. I'll go turn on a light. Whoa. Wow. So this is what a star's house looks like. Must be nice to be rich. Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Shu, the kitty cat. Shu. Oh, there's the cat. So I guess this is Shu. What a lovely cat. Hello, Shu. Oh, the cat seems like pearls. Oh! Oh! Can I help you with something, mister? Oh, what lawyers, actually? I'm Mr. OnGuard's lawyer. The Masters. And you must be Mr. Wright. Yes. Ah, it's a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I'm the family butler, John Doe. Of course you're John Doe. Nice to meet you. It's a very cute cat you've got there. It's my duty to take care of him. The master rather fancies Shu. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat. Well then, I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. OnGuard, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a foul deed as murder. And, anything else? Oh, not especially. It's not appropriate for it yet. Okay. Now, typically butler-like, as it were. Mr. Doe, how long have you worked or served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. Okay. You know, I would have thought that Mr. OnGuard's to kind of have a maid over a butler. I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. So young yet already so accomplished, a master of law. There's also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me. As long as the cat's okay, I guess, right? Oh. Oh. There's a small door at the bottom of the bigger door, Mr. Nick. But it's for Mr. On-Guard's cat to use. Oh, you mean Shoe? The door, it's locked tight. Well, I guess that's to keep nosy people like me from entering it. Oh, fuck. Can we not get in there somehow? That's the room Maya's in, bro. Oh, there's a giant cooking hearth here. That's actually a fireplace. How are they different, Mr. Nick? You know, I've never actually seen a hearth before, come to think of it. You should come and visit Faye Manor, then. I'll show you one when you do. Okay. A giant bicycle is flying through the air. A bicycle, Pearls, is one where you don't have to pedal and it moves on its own. Really? Wow. But sorry to disappoint you, it can't fly. Oh, that's too bad. Oh. We're fucked, huh? I guess we gotta go. Alright? There's gotta be something we can find, though. Ah, there are masks here. Yeah. That one in the middle is the Steel Samurai. What's next to that are the Pink Princess and the Evil Magistrate. They fought many battles against the backdrop of Neo Tokyo. Oh, you really know a lot about the Steel Samurai, Mr. Nick. I don't know whether to laugh or cry that I know more about that show than a kid. Okay, well. Maybe if I showed this to I got from Edgeworth. This old bag, if you would look at... What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Edgy poo? Is it a perfume pheromone Diamore I smell? Ugh. Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth. Yours truly? That man's getting flattery. Fine, but only because Edgy Poo said so, understand? I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad, I won't let you off the hook. It looks like she has strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth. That may be, but you know, nothing's gonna come out of it. That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared. Ow. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow. So anyway, let's continue our investigation. What? What now? One little thing before I forget. We can't go into On Guard's room today. Why? The police's main investigation team is going to be in there all day. You hear? I wonder if they're the team in charge of investigating the killer. So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of one the old bag. Alright, she's like a top tier character, I'm not gonna lie. Orange 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Viola Hall. Looks like we're the only ones here. Yet the hotel seems so busy somehow. Probably because the police team is scouring for clues about the killer. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Hey, city boy! Well, Lada, you're still here. Wrecking course. An investigative photographer eats its stars on her ability to stamp on the suit, yeah? And this hotel just has that aura of mystery. You know, like something's always about to happen. Saw a post on Reddit. Someone is scared of being an RPG. The rocket launch show because of Mr. X. Yeah. Understandable. But do you have a camera? Right, given. The photographer's gotta have cameras out the ear like corn to be a real pro, you know. So I'm hanging around here. Speaking of cameras and feet in the mouth, do you have mine, you breed thief? Or you bred thief? Why can't you drop that thief thing already? I want to ask you about the night of the murder. What, you really gonna shell out the butts with the info I got? Why, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not? Well, kinda, but... Brace yourself, Wright. Here it comes. I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know. Followed a few stars around. A few autographs, shook a few hands, had a soda pop with a few of them too. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night. The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time, either. I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came or went that night. So about the note that was inside your camera case. Oh, that ditty I wrote? Yeah. Can I believe what you've written? You mean the stuff about On Guard shoving his manager lady into corridor? Yeah. Oh, well, I reckon you best not be believing that. What? Look, I sort of wrote that on a whim, you know. Right, whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah, when you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bull dudes. A lot of bullshit. Hey, what's with it? Why are you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Or am I just shrinking here? Ah, my baby, my $1,600 baby. What's with that red-coated prosecutor anyhow? The guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me. Well, that's kind of how it is. Hey, you're that redcoat's friend, aren't you? So put in a few good words for me and get back my camera. You want me to do what? Listen, act the guy real good for about 5 hours, and I guarantee he'll give it back. Why don't you go do your own dirty work? Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. A tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you there. And you too there, little one. Keep up the good work, okay? Okay. I'll be picky about your food now. Okay. Make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure to bring it right to me. Would you please just leave already? Okay. Oh, man. And Pearls is a good kid. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Quarters room. Who the fuck? Who the fuck? Mr. Nick! What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning? I hate evil ghosts. I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon? Excuse me, who are you calling a demon brat? Ah, Zoinks, it's the alien, like Zoinks Group. Who are you calling an alien? Oh, it's just you, Miss Oldback. What are you doing here? What's wrong with you youngins today? I came down to pay my respects to poor Juan, and you're disturbing me. Why are you here? Please talk to me about the night of the murder just one more time. I talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by that fraud of a photographer and her note. She was loitering around here with that imbecilic look on her face. The imbecilic look on her face? Okay, got it. Now hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're gonna be taking notes, at least make me sound better than that. Oh, alright. Now I see everything. But you know, I was working that night too, doing my job, minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night. I was wondering if you could tell me a little more about Mr. Corda. He was the most popular star, you know, especially where it counts, in my book. I heard that he was lagging behind the polls against Mr. Ongard. Well, that's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all that, you know. But he was going to become an even bigger star than he used to be. Look, just look at the mountain of presents. It's a show of the mountain of feelings his fans had for him. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big. It's certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Mr. Nick? Oh, what is it, Pearls? The presents, they're all bears, right? She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. All of Mr. Corda's presents from his fans seem to be bears. Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears. Bears? Why bears? You don't know when my dear Juan was training? He fought barehanded with the bear. He refused to give in and let the bear win. But after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dramas. I can see those two tuckered out. Down by a river going, hey, you sure can fight, you too, bub, you too. Did that really happen? It's in his biography, bub. What a load of crock. So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents. Yeah, nice. Bears. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm Uncle Bear and I say it's barely 8 o'clock. Oh, Teddy would love that one. Oh, what is that infernal racket? It's one of the presents sounding off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime. Ugh, that startled me. I thought I was gonna die for a second. 8 p.m.? That's the time when the award ceremony ended that night, remember? Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Oh. The transceiver! Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? Seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Wright. I've heard the news. So, seeing my present did you no good. No, Mystic Maya! One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time. Please. I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please, please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. What is with that static all of a sudden? Hello, hello? It seems bad. Connect. Okay. Damn it, did the transceiver just suddenly break? excuse me. Oh. Ooh, hold on. Did the investigation team make it there? What happened? I don't know. All of a sudden, it became nothing but static. Mr. Quiet, Mr. Quiet. Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. The sooner the better. Oh, we best get out of here then. Oh yeah, gumshoe. Yeah, good one. March 22nd, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hey, welcome back, pal. I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner. That's nice, thanks. It's a rich man's luxurious full-course meal, out of a can, that is. I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have the time to eat. Oh, hey, you don't have a can opener here, pal. You've got to be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped up something. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. The transceiver? Oh, Mr. Nick, you should ask Mr. Scruffy Detective about that thing. What thing? Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden. It broke, pal? When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this. It was fake. He was faking it. I don't hear any static, pal. Huh? No, I think the person was faking it, dude. Maybe it fixed itself? That's strange. I'm sure it was making a loud static noise. Maybe. Maybe what? Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal. Electromagnetic interference? That sounds way over your head, Gumshoe. So what is electromagnetic interference? It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal. Oh, when you put it that way. I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen, the stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right? Huh? Computer? It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV, and the screen starts looking weird. Oh, yes, the TV does do that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about. She seems amazingly happy at being able to understand this. So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened. There's gotta be something that sent out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like... like a listening device or something. Ah. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened? You were in Mr. Corda's room, the scene of the murder. What? That's it, I'm gonna sneak into the precinct to get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later. Alright, pal? Wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. Yeah. We should go too, Mr. Nick. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's meet him there. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel, Corda's hotel room. Hey, you're finally here, pal. Sorry to keep you waiting. Do you have the, bug sweeper? Well, you see, I got busted trying to sneak in, pal. Then suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. Why don't we call Edgeworth? What do you mean you couldn't get it? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police's. Wow, so this is a bug sweeper. Looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh? By who? Me, of course. Ah, see, this sure brings back memories. Hey, don't look down on it, sure. It looks a little run down. Oh, this was in Rise of the Ashes. That's right. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here. Your heart and soul? It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job, but... Well, you can't set the sensitivity. Someone's gonna beep at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves. But isn't it better that way? Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal. So we're trying to find it, right? Right. Now first, let's turn the sweeper on. Next, touch the sweeper and take a real good look around the room with it, pal. You can see how strong the radio waves are in an area by looking at the check gauge. If you find something that's giving off strong waves, the gauge will change. When that happens, touch the gauge to really give the thing a long, hard stare. There's a lot of things here that are going to give off radio waves. So let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm gonna go stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug. Got it, pal? Oh, what a lovely bear. This must be one of those fancy bear-shaped toy robots. It's a robot? It's a real robot? Yeah, it's a real one. Mr. Nick. Yes? How many horsepowers is it? How many horses? Horsies. Well, look, it's a bear, so, it's not exactly a car. The radio's on and playing something. Oh, it's Kid's Question Corner. Professor, why is the Earth round? Yes, why is it, Mr. Nick? Well, you should listen to the radio program a little more, Pearls. A cell phone. Nope, no bugs in here. A cell phone? What? Don't tell me you don't know what a cell phone is. I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. Now that she mentions it, my cell phone couldn't get any reception while I was staying in Korean Village. The Pearls never lived outside of that village, so... Well, I guess I can't say it's impossible to live without one. Lamp check. Listening device? Nope. There are a lot of lamps in this room, aren't there, Mr. Nick? Yeah. And they're all on. You shouldn't do that, Mr. Nick. Don't you know that's wasteful? Yeah, I'll be more conscientious from now on. Sorry. Lamp, check. Listening device, nope. I don't really think the listening device is in the TV of all places. Looks like the TV was left on and it's now showing an old samurai movie. Yeah, this channel plays all sorts of international movies, as well as domestic ones. You know, every time I watch one of these old movies, I always think, wow, these Japanese stars are really good at English. Yeah. She doesn't know what dubbing is. When I grow up, I want to study Japanese. I should probably keep my mouth shut here and not destroy your dream. What's this? It's sort of like a hot water pot, but... oh, well, it's kind of like a hot water pot, I guess. Instead of hot water, coffee comes out. Really? Did this pot can do that? Is there a pot that orange juice comes out of? I don't think there's anything like that, Pearl. Sorry. Oh, the water in this hot water pot has run out. I'll go get more water for it. Okay, sounds good. Looks like she's forgotten about looking for the listening device. There's no listening device in that notebook computer, huh? What's a notebook computer? Why do they call it a notebook computer? It's a fucking laptop. Do you know what a notebook is? Yes, it's a small book with paper so you can write on, so... well, that thing is like a notebook in a way. It's basically a small laptop. Mr. Nick, what's a laptop? Hold on, what the fuck is this thing? It's a plain old calculator. It says 50 on it. Maybe he was calculating his allowance? Oh, 50 cents? Maybe if he was a spirit medium. Well, this game is super old, so I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's like Chromebooks and shit. It's still technically a laptop, though. You could still call it a laptop. Chromebook, laptop. It's just a tiny laptop. A tiny portable PC. It's the TV's remote control, but it doesn't look like the listening devices in here. So I was thinking, I wonder if a TV remote works on other things, like, can I make you change your expressions like TV channels? Zap? Hey! But if I could, other people I would give the old mute button to. Well, I don't think it's gonna work on me. Why don't we try it on Maya tomorrow, okay? Okay. Oh, there's a really delicious loaf of bread in here. Looks like it's been on keep warm all this time since the murder. Well, Mr. Scruffy Detective always says, gotta keep the trailing crime scene warm. I think the keep warm in that case is a little more metaphorical. What's this? It's a small video camera. No listening device in this gizmo. We're trying to make everything smaller and smaller lately, aren't they, Mr. Nick? That's what it seems like. But I want to grow bigger and bigger. Oh, eating only vegetables isn't going to help you. There, you have to eat meat too. Well, it certainly looks like an alarm clock. What's wrong? Why do you look troubled? I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. Just sort of, Reminds me of something that happened a long time ago. Oh. Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here. Oh. No. That's not what I was trying to go for. The thing next to it looked kind of like a phone. Well, the phone is the most common place for a listening device, I'd say. But let's take the receiver apart first before we get ahead of ourselves here. Oh, you know a lot about electronics, don't you, Mr. Nick? Yeah, I know tons, especially when it comes to taking them apart. It's my specialty. I'll leave the fixing part up to Gumshoe. So, is there a listening device in there? No. I really thought it had to be in the phone, too. This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? No, I got it, dude. Don't worry. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean? No, not yet, but this bear's eye is... Let's see, let's see. A perfectly normal stuffed bear with some really strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's take this big fella's eye out and see what we've got. No, you can't. Such a violent act. Oof, rip. No. But that's... It's a miniature camera, and it looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer. Oh, what a miter? A transmitter, pal. Oh, is this more of the high-tech stuff? So this tiny thing is a camera? Yep, it's a pinhole CCD camera, pal. It's a small, high-grade camera, mostly used in security systems. So it's a video camera. It runs out of battery, which comes with it in a set. But there's no videotape in this camera. This is the only camera part here, pal. The tape recorder with the tape inside is somewhere else. Somewhere else? The footage is changed into radio waves and then it's sent to that recorder. So it's sort of like a TV broadcast, isn't it? You know, you're right. Spy camera added to the record. So what is a transmitter? It's a device that sends footage the camera took to a specific destination. It's like a video version of a listening device, pal. It looks like it's attached to a small clock-like thing. Oh, that's a timer, pal. You can set it to turn the camera on and record at a certain time with it. You can set it for a certain time? Yep. Let's see, this looks like it was set to start at 8 p.m. and go on for 1 hour. 8 p.m.? That was the time the award ceremony ended. There's no set date, so it's been recorded every night, I guess. Mr. Detective, how long has this bear been here? I'm pretty sure it's been here since the night of the murder. Then maybe... Maybe this camera caught the murder on tape. What? And if you think about the angle the bear is at, it's bound to have a clear shot of the whole crime, pal. So there was a camera in this bear's eye? And it was disguised as a present. And I'm sure I was here on the night of the murder, pal. It's pretty big, so it stands out pretty well in my mind. Oh, Gumshoe's doing good here. Here you go, Gumshoe. But who gave Mr. Corda this present? I don't know, pal. But this means that someone out there's got a video of what happened there that night. Or here. Is there any way we can find out who that person is? It's impossible, pal. Radio waves can be sent almost anywhere, so there's no real way to find out. Oh. Is there really no way to find out? I got it. What? Hey pal, let me borrow this mini camera for a bit. Oh, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go around to the electronic shops and see if I can find out who bought this. But that's impossible. It's already 9 p.m. Damn. Leave it to me. Even if I have to search all night, I'll find your man, pal. Spy camera and transmitter given to Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal. My fingers are itching to go. One second. I gotta go do something real quick. Yep, just give me like a minute. Hold on. Something came up real fast. I'll be like 2 seconds though. Let me put on some music for you though.
With the Mint Mobile.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. I am back. Let's continue. He's gone. Yeah. But Mr. Scruffy Detective sure is a nice man. He's pushing himself so hard, all for Mystic Maya's sake. You always manage to do do things in the most ineffective ways. You'll have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now. Let's see, how far are we? Oh, I could go for a little longer. You'll have to excuse me, I heard your conversation just now. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? Let's just make it to the save point, I'll call it, because I know we want to stream Halo, so. Rescue team has been created and deployed. I can't say I'm optimistic, but we have to move forward one step at a time. I see. Thanks. Don't thank me yet, we still have yet to find her. Right. So there was a spy camera hidden inside the stuffed animal, huh? Well, one lucky man, right? You know the stuffed bear, little girl. I have no idea. Of course not. Think of this bear is very expensive, luxury brand from overseas. I mean, SL, to be honest, we could always stream Halo another time now that I don't have to work. Now that I have plenty of time on my hands. It's completely handmade, and there are very few that are exported here. But what? I mean, it depends. Do you really want me to keep going? Because I could go for like another couple hours. But if I go for another couple hours, I'll be pretty burnt out. The camera and transmitters Scatterbrain Detective took with him are dead ends. Things like those can be bought anywhere. However, this bear is different. By tracking how it got into this country, this bear can tell us who the buyer is. Can he really do that? Mr. Nick, can he really? Well, I guess so. It's 9 PM. I think I can still make it in time. I'll be taking this for now. I'm sure you have other things you have to do. Oh, stuffed bear snatched up by Edgeworth. By the way, yeah, I tried giving Edgeworth an actual voice. Alright, it's an attempt. It's an attempt at something. See you soon, Wright. Well, wait! What? Why are you doing this? I have no interest in explaining myself to someone who cannot comprehend. But besides that, Wright. Until court reconvenes tomorrow, you should concern yourself with this question. Who was the person that murdered Juan Corda? The real killer. Do you really still think it was Adrian Andrews? To be honest, I don't know anymore. So, I'm gonna be honest, if you keep going at the pace you're going, we could do it in like 2 or 3 more streams. We'll be done. Probably like 2. 2 if we do like 3 hours each stream. You still have a little time left. Find the truth, right? Everything begins with the truth. Juan Corda's real killer. Miss Andrews' past. The kidnapper whose sole condition is an acquittal for Mr. OnGuard. And this card. Shelly D. Killer. Maya, the only way I can save you now is to find out the answers to this case tonight. I don't understand what your real intentions are, Edgeworth. But as you said, all I can do for now is find the truth. March 22nd, 9:14 p.m., Gatewater Hotel, Corda's hotel room. It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya, another half the investigation in a 2-part trial. So how about we finish the other half of the investigation, and then we stream Halo, and then next time I stream, we do the 2-part trial, and then we end the game. And then we can start the 3rd game at some point. I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya. These things take time. I'd say probably not. Police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. But if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. So the real person who killed Mr. Corda was that assassin, Mr. Shelley B. Killer, right? The card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? And who is his client? Oh my gosh, Skyless. Welcome. Dark. Okay, better be. You mean, who asked for the murder? Yeah, I want to know the joke, really. How's it going, Skyless? You missed some crazy shit. Turns out Adrian Andrews is not the killer. There's an assassin who's got Maya. Maya is still kidnapped to this day, and we're trying to catch the real killer and save Maya. That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. This Andrew Tate ain't the killer. Yep. Andrew Tate. Whatever this client is, there's still a killer. Who could have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? No. I wonder. Maybe it was, actually. That could be a possibility. But if she was the client, you might go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself. No, it was obviously fucking On Guard. But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be. At On Guard himself? If Mr. On Guard really did hire the assassin, then he's not innocent at all. Far from it. He'd be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. On Guard, right? I mean, when we first talked with him. Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Corda? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corda, okay? And he was telling the truth. I really don't think it was him, dude. Actually, that reminds me. But then again, you still have yet to ask him if you hired someone to do it. Do you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. So what is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Mr. Onguard's secret? What is his secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Corda was going to reveal this secret. That means Mr. Onguard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Corda silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. Onguard. There's no way around it now. One second. I gotta do something real fast. Guys, hate to bring you this news, but I gotta cut things off here. I just got a phone call and I have to go somewhere. I know. I know. I was not planning for this. I had no idea. Yeah, I just gotta go somewhere. It's family related. I apologize, guys. Fuck. I really want to see where this case is going to. But, yeah. I know, it's kind of rough. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't planning on this. I had no idea. I forgot. But, yeah, I could probably stream it tomorrow. Because I have the time tomorrow. But, yeah, I mean, now, during the week, I can work on, my next video and all kinds of shit now. And on that note, well, I guess that's it. Again, I'm really sorry, guys, but I appreciate you all stopping by and hanging out. And yeah, if you're around, then come and hang tomorrow. If I stream, but in any case, I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, fellas.